Did you know that the FIFA World Cup is the most watched sporting event in the world, with millions of people tuning in from all different countries just to watch a tournament? Today I'm going to explain how the World Cup works and how teams compete in it, and I will go over the World Cup is how the group stages work, terms you might not know, and just stuff that you need to know during the World Cup to not feel lost. So first, what is the World Cup? The World Cup is an international soccer tournament that takes place every 4 years. Teams qualify by playing each other throughout those 4 years in qualifying matches is what they're officially called. And depending on how they play and the results they get, their ratings will either go up or go down. And depending on the top 48 teams recently, since they just expanded from 32 teams playing in the World Cup, get to go to the World Cup after qualifiers are over. The next big thing is group stages. Group stages confuse a lot of people with how they work. So there are multiple groups with 4 teams in each. If there's 48 groups, you have A through J, each group introducing 4 different teams. Since there are 4 teams in each group, each team will play against every other team within their group. And then depending on how they play against them, or as much as what the score is, so if you win a match, you are given 3 points. If you draw a match, it's 1 point, and if you lose, it's 0. So by the time that everybody has played everybody in that group, whoever has the most points goes into the round of 16 as a first seed. Whoever has the second amount of points goes into the second seed, and then the third place team actually doesn't play it against the other third place teams, but their points and goal difference, which is their negative or positive goal difference depending on how much they lost or won by, will be directly compared to all the other teams that got third place in all the different groups. And whoever's the most points, or if they're tied on points, the more goal difference, will move on to the next round as a wild card type of player. So now what does it mean once they make it past the group stages? So now they're in the round of 32, which is new because FIFA just increased the World Cup from 32 teams to 48. So in the round of 32, it's single elimination. So if the game goes in 90 minutes and they're tied, they'll do two 15-minute halves that will each be 15 minutes, which means in total it's 30. So they'll play to 120 minutes. And if they're still tied by then, they'll go to penalties, and whoever wins directly moves on. Unlike the group stages, where if you tie, you're just awarded 1 point. Now for some terms that you need to know. You have what a pitch, which is just another word for soccer field. A dark horse is a name you give a team that nobody really considers a chance to win, but they are still very good at soccer, such as Japan, Netherlands, and teams like that. You also have a thing called a group of death, which now that FIFA have expanded the World Cup, how many teams qualify, there's not really one this year, but it's just what you call something, or some group, one of the different groups that has a bunch of top level teams, but with the new teams you don't really have any this year. Knockout stages is just when if they lose, they go out, which includes the round of 32, the round of 16, semifinals, and the final. Extra time is just the 2 15-minute periods I talked about, and penalties is what comes after that if they're still tied. So in conclusion, we went over what the World Cup is, group stages, knockout rounds, and we talked about important key terms that you're going to want to know for the World Cup.